Good morning. I am in Ocean City, Maryland. The recording of this video is January 28th. It is about 11 o'clock in the morning. It's about 50 degrees. That's why we took a chance on coming down. This time of year, you have to pick and choose. You never know, the weather don't always want to cooperate. It's going to do a little walk through this time of year down by the boardwalk. You can see I'm starting all the way on the far end down here by the inlet where you come in, or the inlet parking. As you can see here, this is where I'm starting at on the far end. And I don't think that many people come this far. You can see here, there's a museum here and there's some different information on this end. And as you can see here, I'm down here as you come in by the tower here. Hopefully this is picking up. The sun doesn't want to cooperate with me right here. Largest mako shark. It's a state record disqualified. It says it was a 857-pound female mako shark caught in 1991. It was disqualified. I think I read at the bottom a while ago that it was disqualified because it was shot when they got it alongside of the boat. Doesn't say why they did it, maybe for safety reasons, but it was shot, so it became disqualified. So otherwise, it would be the state record in 1991. I kind of like along the way. It says how I caught it. It says Bill Bennett caught the shark on the surface using a trolled homemade lure, which he fashioned from a Foster beer can. That's hilarious. A 45-minute fight ensued before the shark was brought to the side of the boat. Hopefully that came in. The sun in this area is not cooperating with me. You can kind of see where I'm at here. This time of year is really not many going on. Here's a little thing about the lifeguards over the years. There's different ones. The 1930s, 1939 Beach Patrol, 1940. Lots of stuff happening here. 1942, 1944, 1960s. A lot of information here. They have at the bottom here that kind of gets overlooked. I know I typically don't come down this end of the boardwalk when I do come. I am not a local. I live about an hour away. I've lived about an hour away my entire life. So I've been in here many, many times. Oh, look, Ocean City Beach Patrol. They're having tryouts there. This is your moment for 2023 season. Starting at $18.44 an hour. You can see the different dates there. Restaurant here. Harrison's on the end here. You see how they have a little sitting area here for people just to hang out and you can take in the view. Imagine in the summertime it'd be quite nice warm breeze. Kind of a lot of history on this end. All right, here's what we have here. Largest fish, a shark here. Let's see. All right. Hopefully the sun it's not interfering. This record 1,210-pound tiger shark are caught in the waters off of Ocean City, Maryland. Caught in 1983. 80-pound test. That's quite the fish. Says that they didn't have scales large enough at the time. Had to transport him to Shaw Poultry Complex and weighed him on scales that accommodate tractor trailers. Wow. Little museum here. If you're interested in some history here, I think that would be quite the thing. Life-saving station right here. They all kind of run together, so if it doesn't look like I'm videoing the exact same place, they all run together here. Ocean City. You can see the sign here. Like saying museum, aquariums. You can kind of see where we're at here in the back of Harrison's. And going down, there's a huge boat anchor here. I don't know what the history is behind this. Let's see what it has to say about this huge boat anchor. As you can see. All right. So here's a little plaque on it. 2.5 ton anchor was recovered from an 1870s shipwreck, locally known as the sailboat wreck. Oh wow, that's awesome. So that was a real anchor. That's not something somebody made up. That actually came off a shipwreck from the 1870s. Approximately 150 years old. Here's a cannon. Information say on it. British manufactured cannon, 12 pounder. This cannon was most likely acquired by an American private armed vessel during the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812. It was recovered in the 1980s off in Fells Point up in Baltimore. Wow, that's pretty awesome. So that's the real deal as well. It's not some replica. That is the real deal. Can you imagine? Look at the end on the barrel there. Can you imagine that coming at your building? That wouldn't have been any fun. The white marlin, state records, different pictures over the years. They have the white marlin open every year. Been run for a number of years. Here's some old pictures here, 1934. I don't know exactly when it started, but I live in an hour away of my entire life. I know that they have it every year. Some different years in the 30s. Oh, look at this. Check that out. 1970s. Traditionally, when a person catches their first white marlin, they are thrown overboard at the docks. Yeah, congratulations. Maryland Governor Marvin Mandel and Captain William Tuffy Bunning posing at Talbot Street docks. As I'm walking down the boardwalk here, you can see, kind of get a reference where I'm at. A lot of stuff's not open this time of year, obviously. But there are a few people. It's a rather nice day. I can see down the way here, down the boardwalk. Now, I believe next weekend they're calling for much cooler temperatures. So I'm sure this would be a complete ghost town. As you can see where I'm coming up, there's the roller coaster there. The tram stop here. Welcome to Ocean City. I'd like to give you a reference because I've watched videos before. I'm like, I know the area, but I'm not sure where they're at. Little store here, Cool Topics, family friendly store. Some of the stores in some of these beach towns, I think they sell anything and everything. There's a little souvenir store here. As you can see, I'm trying to pull it up. The haunted house. That's been there as long as I can remember. All the rides are closed, obviously, this time of year, so all the doors are rolled down where you can get into them. So maybe this summer I'll come back and do a little more in-depth video. Benches, they have all got in memory of different people on the back of the benches here, I see. Frozen custard stand here since 1919.
I heard you all the way out in the parking lot. All the way out in the parking lot.
All right, we're coming up on Dumser's Dairyland. I ate many an ice cream there over the years. As you can see, a lot of this stuff's closed. The doors are rolled down this time of year. Ferris wheel over here. You don't have to get me anything, buddy. It's all right. I got it. So this is your way of saying you want to go on the stage? Yeah. The dough roller. Everybody seems to have their favorite pizza. It's hard to find a bad pizza, but they're all good in my book. They have good pizza as well. Obviously, they're closed this time of year. Like 90% of the stuff is down here. Clock there. Welcome to Ocean City. It's a little bit later than I thought. It was about 11. It's about 12. Playland's open. Games and amusements in there and whatnot. I don't want to go in there because it might copyright some of the music on me. You might be picking it up now. Hopefully not. And the restrooms here on the right. Sportland on the left here. As you can see by the signs, the photos, skee ball, all kind of good stuff in there. Ripley's, believe it or not, we're coming up where you getting towards the end here where you can go up into the fishing pier, not the end of the boardwalk, but where you can go up into the fishing pier. Thrasher's Fries. If you've never had Thrasher's Fries, you are missing out. They are the best fries in the world. I may be biased in what I say that, but they are. You are missing out. They're expensive, but unbelievable. The line is always, as far as you can see, a lot of times in the summertime. So you are missing out. Makes me want some right now. Another little store here that's selling a lot of shirts and whatnot here. There is the pier entrance right here. It is closed this time of year. As you can see, that's where you would go up. Right there. All this is closed, all these games and whatnot. You see a little side street here, Wacomico Street. As you can see the street sign. I think Ripley's, believe it or not, has this big guy here you can stand behind and put your head up. Like a lot of the ones I've seen at different places I've been, they had the same thing. You stand up behind him and put your head up there. That I feel like that after Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner.
All the fries that have been dropped.
Is that they made this out of metal. Is that a rhinoceros? A metal rhinoceros? I believe that's what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
You can walk down all the way down and go around to the pier down that way too, roundabout. You can't go on the very end of the pier unless you pay, if I remember correctly. That's on the very end, but you can walk out probably 3/4 of the way.
Yeah, they replaced it.
Another pizza and subs. I can say they're all good in my book. The trolley is not running today. Usually there's a trolley in the summertime that runs right down the middle of this boardwalk here. That you don't have, if you don't want to walk the entire thing, you can travel so far on that, jump on it if you get tired. And if you get to the far end and don't feel like walking back, you can pick it up on one end and come back. So if you're not in that great a shape or if it's really hot that day or what have you. As you can see the beach out here. A lot of times during the year, different things. There's events out there. There's skateboarding. There's been all kind of things they set up out there. There's sand sculptures that a guy does every year. I don't know exactly how he does them. They're very beautiful. He puts like some type of a glaze of some sort. I have no idea. I'm probably using the wrong terminology, but when he does them, they usually up there quite a while. Does an excellent job. Been doing it for years. If you've never seen them, they're not up this time of year. I'm quite sure. I don't see anything. As you can see, all the doors are rolled down here, so there's nothing happening. Another pizza place here. Beachwear, sassy beachwear. Candy Kitchen. They're all over for your sweet tooth. We are around Caroline Street for kind of a point of reference for you. You see there's a few stores here that are actually open. Sands. Like Johnny's on the boards. Funnel cakes, cheese fries, yeah, all the good stuff. Fisher's popcorn. That's another awesome treat. As you see here, there's a lot of lumber here. I think they're doing some repairs in the off season here to the boardwalk. They have to pump sand in every so many years. I don't know exactly when, just because of the erosion, they have to replenish the beach, and they got to repair the boardwalks in the down season. There's no shortage on sweets and funnel cakes and pizza and ice cream. all the stuff that's good for your waistline. Purple Moose Bar. It's been there quite a few years, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, little dog there. Disabled dog. They had him in a little carriage of some sort where he could walk. Fun city, win prizes. We are upon Caroline Street. We're at another Dumpsters, but this location is closed for the season. We are coming up on Quiet Storm Surf Shop. I've been in there a number of times over the years when we do come on occasion. A lot of people walking their dogs. There's a Aunt Annie's. They have their Cinnabons and pretzels and things. A Rita's. I like Rita's shaved ice myself. I prefer. There's a lot of good flavors in that. I'm gonna kind of old school. I like the root beer. Not every location seems to have that, but I kind of lean towards the root beer flavor. You can see the front of the Quiet Storm Surf Shop. Little play area for the kids, lifeguard station and whatnot. Coming up on another pizza place, Tony's Pizza. I don't think I've ever eaten there. Like the big guy up there with the chef hat and the pizza. Ocean deck, rooftop bar, and dining. Okay. Shoppers Paradise, souvenirs and t-shirts and things.
That van stays behind you. Because I keep seeing them.
I am assuming that's a Mexican restaurant. Cool topics. Nothing over $5.99. I think I'm getting ready to wrap the video. There's not much else going on this time of year. I just getting what I could in, kind of give you a little glimpse here of what it's like in the winter. Not much happening. A little lemonade stand and funnel cakes here as well. That's an interesting name for a business here. Fat Cat's Airbrush. All right. That's an unusual name, and you got your place in every tourist attraction here. Old time photos. You can go in and dress up however you want, and they can take your photo for you if that's your thing. More, more funnel cakes. We love our funnel cakes. All right, you can see here. You can see the water tower there for a reference out on the main drag there. I kind of give you a reference where I'm going to stop here. There's not much else happening this time of year. Give you a view here, kind of you can see where I'm at. You can see the Ferris wheel on the left in the distance there. So you can see kind of see where I'm at. All right, guys, I'll see you next video. Thank you.